let's do this NFL thing real quick, man, so we can get to this mind the game LeBron situation. I can't wait to hear Eric's thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to ask y'all, man, do y'all think Chicago did the right thing by choosing Caleb Williams over Justin Fields, man?
I don't, because I'm gonna tell you like this. I like Caleb Williams. Goes to my alma mater, by the way. But
SC, huh?
Yeah, but you know what? It's a whole different game when you go to the NFL, bro. Whole different game. And a lot of times the number one picks don't be number one. They go out there and the game is so much faster. It's a lot to learn. And I mean, I'm hoping for the brother to pull through, but I would have left Justin Fields as a backup.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that you're in a win now mode with I don't care all the moves you made, they made hella good move. It's hard to be in a win now mode with a rookie quarterback.
Exactly. They went out and bought a Maybach for somebody that ain't got license yet. That's what they did.
Facts.
Hey, you know what though? It worked out good for Justin Fields because he get to sit behind Russell Wilson
for a year and then
learn the game
and learn how to
he
behind him though.
He is now the future of Pittsburgh football. Understand that. Understand that. That's the best situation he could have went to.
That was the best
for a year.
Hey, Pittsburgh pulled a fleece for real.
That's a fleece.
They did. They got the steal.
And Chicago played stupid. Like they just stupid.
Yeah,
like,
I was talking to Mel earlier about this. Like it's a win-win in Pittsburgh. You get a quarterback still on a rookie contract, cheap. You get a quarterback on a vet minimum, cheap. Like it's and then you either I told him who pick whoever wants the payday. Somebody's gonna perform. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, improve the offensive line. You got a squad.
But Chicago definitely mismanaged that Justin Fields situation.
They always.
My God.
It wasn't mismanagement as much as everybody was like, yo, we calling your bluff. Their asking price was probably crazy. And they was like, man, we'll go get whoever else is out there. And then
that's exactly what they did.
It was I think it was a whole lot of collusion more so than Chicago mismanaging it.
Somebody said, "Kill man, y'all."
This is what I would have did. This is what I would have did. I know they got two receivers. I know they got two, but one of them is at the end of his career.
And they got Swift.
DJ Moore is at the middle of his career. They did go get Swift. I don't know what the O-line situation looked like. I don't know what they need on the defense. But looking at that draft, I would have stayed with Fields. I would have either traded back with that number one pick and got multiple picks.
Definitely.
And I would have went and got Marvin Harris Jr. and something else I needed in the first round.
O-line pieces. Because that O-line
exactly. That's what I would have did.
O-line.
Because the defense is coming along. They did some things in free agency. The defense is coming along. They re-signed that star corner. What is his name? Jalen Johnson, I want to say. They re-signed him to a 4-year deal. So they locked up their number one corner. I think they still got some linebackers and everything on contract. So the defense is coming along fine. It's decent. The offense, you know what I'm saying, they got the pieces now, or they're building pieces for that now.
Yeah, but
at the end of the day, man, you were supposed to have been doing this for Justin Fields.
Exactly. That's the
how do you build the team that he needed? That's one of the biggest slaps in the face.
You got to remember, it's a different head coach, so Fields was never his guy.
It's still the same head coach. No, Eberflus is still there.
No, but
Eberflus did not draft Fields.
He didn't draft Fields, so it's not his guy.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. We'll catch you up, Chris. You good?
Y'all sure about that?
Positive.
Yeah,
positive. First of all, Matt Nagy was the head coach.
It was Matt Nagy.
It was Nagy.
It was Matt Nagy.
It was Nagy. Definitely was Nagy.
Okay.
And I just feel like
it's a different front office. So you kind of got to get rid. You kind of got to get rid of Fields, and not only just reset the clock, but you also have to reset everything. You got a new tandem coming in, a new front office or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're giving, and Eberflus is literally on a 1-year deal. If they don't make significant ground in their division, he's done.
Yeah.
And you're doing all of this with a rookie quarterback.
It's not fair.
And so if we're going back to Justin Fields, this man, he had what 4 systems in 4 years.
Oh, yeah. But even still, with that,
exactly.
with that, that's all the more reason. You said Eberflus is basically on his last leg as far as contract, right? Yeah. That's all the more reason. If I'm Ryan Poles, the general manager, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe we didn't get the right pieces. So we're gonna try it this way, right? I'm gonna keep you and I'm gonna keep Fields, and we're gonna go get some pieces.
But if I'm not mistaken, that's a new GM, right?
No, Ryan Poles was there last year.
Yeah, but he's not a GM is not gonna tie his name to a quarterback that he didn't draft it, because you win or you get your job, you will lose your job not picking the right quarterback.
Yeah, because they picked Mitch Trubisky.
They picked Mitch Trubisky, and that was, as we see now, that was
the end of his career.
That was the end.
I think understanding the Chicago situation, you kind of have to. Same thing with Detroit. You had to give it grace, because look what Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes inherited, right?
No. You wait, listen. Dan Campbell and those guys in that Detroit front office had a spades Boston when it came to draft picks. People don't do that. So the right guys for that team, and they hit on a lot of dudes that people didn't think they was gonna hit on.
Right? Yeah, they did.
I'm just saying, like, it's almost the same, like, as far as turnover, right? So if I'm Bears ownership, right? Damn, I can't talk. If I'm Bears ownership, right? I understand, hey man, you just got a shit deal, right? I'm not even gonna count this first year against you. Still go and do something, try, but I'm not gonna hold this first year. We're gonna start fresh next year, and then we'll see how that goes, right? Because you don't hire GMs for 1 year at a time, right? You hire them for 3, 4, maybe 5-year deals, right? We know you inherited this shit sack, right? Well, first year is not going to count. Make what you can of it. Do if you want to make some moves to better your future, get some picks, whatever. Cool. If you can make this work, cool. But we're not going to count this against you. If I get that conversation from ownership, bet. All right, Eberflus, 1 year deal. Fields, 1 year deal. We're going to try
hold on. Let's say you keep Fields and go against and pass on Caleb Williams. Fields turns out to be exactly who he was, and then Caleb Williams turns out to be the next Patrick Mahomes. You're losing your damn job.
Losing your job.
But that's a huge if, right? And you can't play the what if game.
But you don't even have to be Patrick Mahomes. He could be CJ Stroud.
But also think about it, right?
That's what they banking on, Jay, for him to be CJ. Go ahead, Chris.
But think about it, right? They still got the number 1 overall, right? So even if somehow that happens, right? You trade back and you make a haul off that number 1 pick. Think of how many teams need a quarterback, or think of how many teams need a game changer, right? You're going to get
every team that needs a quarterback was right there at the top of the draft anyway. It's enough good quarterbacks out there.
Because where's Washington at? They need a damn quarterback, but they're not in the top 5. Are they number 2? They're number 2.
And they traded Sam Howell to let you know what time it is.
Washington number 2, Patriots number 3. The only ones that's not up there is Minnesota now, and they're working out a deal with Arizona right now.
They're actually working a deal for what? Not JJ.
No, for the 4th pick.
For the 4th pick. I don't know who it's going to be, but they're working on.
They're not sending JJ.
It's a quarterback. They might be.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Because that other kid, I forget his name. That other receiver kid really showed up.
Jordan Addison.
Yep.
But that's a whole nother episode. We got to talk about that Minnesota
because you're not going to be able to keep both of them long term. You're not.
Yeah.
No, you're going to have to pay JJ. And I think as soon as this season, he's looking for an extension.
Jettas
so you're going to have to pay JJ.
No, my thing is this whole generation. Back to the Justin Fields stuff. I think that we are living in a microwave generation. None of that stuff that we just said was be taken in consideration, because he didn't do what we wanted him to do within the first 3 years, even though we didn't put him in a position to succeed. Like CJ Stroud was put in a position to succeed. They put around him, and he flourished. He played quarterback the way he was supposed to play quarterback. He definitely did what he needed to do. He got them in the playoffs. They looking, okay, if you don't do that, then you're going to be looked at a certain way. And they're like, well, Justin Fields, they gave up on him too quick. There is no development in the NFL no more. You coming in, and you better be a starter, because we're going to give you a chance to start, even though we don't have the weapons right. They just got DJ Moore last year.
Yeah,
and they started snapping together early.
Exactly.
And I think another thing is like they saw Justin Fields was like, he's a dual quarterback, he can run as well. We can do this RPO, and it was like, man, well, we don't need an O-line, and if he's not gonna stay behind it, that is terrible logic. That is terrible logic. You literally you get somebody hurt. And you just turned him one-dimensional because as soon as he turns around,
Matt Nagy didn't know what he was doing with him anyway.
That's true.
He didn't, and for some reason, y'all felt okay to bring him back
because all he has to do is literally stand there and hold a clipboard. And we are not turning to Matt Nagy for any advice. No.
He is the definition of a game manager. Call timeouts.
How many timeouts we got, dog?
Exactly. And look, if you really go ahead and look at like the mic'd up stuff of the Super Bowl, you had Pat Mahomes telling Matt Nagy what plays they running. Nick, who the offensive coordinator? but here's my question. Here's my question. Right now, your house depends on it, right? Is Caleb Williams gonna be more CJ Stroud or Bryce Young this first year?
First year?
If they don't get an O-line in the draft, it's
they don't
Bryce Young.
Left tackle and a center.
Bryce Young. And Bryce Young.
So I think they'll go quarterback at 1, and then they'll go with their second top 10 pick. They'll go O-line, whoever the best O-lineman is in there. But we still talking about learning curve when you talk about a first. Everybody ain't going to be CJ Stroud and be put in that position, bro. Like, even if he turns out good, his first year might not be good.
Listen.
And why?
If you're the Bears right now, if I'm the Bears, not you. If I'm the Bears right now, I would approach Washington right now and say, hey, I'll let you get the number 1 pick in Caleb. Give me the number 2 and your best offensive lineman right now.
That's a good. Hey, but they need 2 offensive linemen though. They need.
Hold on. You said
they still got the number 9 pick. They still got the number 9 pick.
Wait. You said Washington's best offensive lineman.
That's right.
Washington has no O-line.
Doesn't matter. They got the best. They got the best guy.
Yeah, they got a number 1 guy.
They number 1 guy is
better than the rest of that shit.
They number 1 guy is a 69 overall. You still want that?
69 on what? On Madden?
Hey, best guy is a 69 overall, man. You want that?
Yeah, they have to give me more than that number 1 pick. But I still think.
Listen, if you trade, so all I'm saying is that the second guy and the third guy gives you just as much success. Even the buddy from Michigan, they all give you just as much chance of success as Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
it's a crapshoot. You never know what you're gonna get when you're trying to transfer from college to NFL.
Exactly.
That's real.
Yeah, it's tough. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say one more, like the right pick at number 9, if they were to hold on to number 9, and would be an O lineman, right? But there might be some things in this draft, or what do you guys think that are there just some players in this draft that if they slide to you at 9, do you forego it and still stick with your logic of getting the O line, or do you get the best player available?
I'm one that always.
Well, it's quarterback heavy, so it's probably going to be.
He'll probably go 5. He'll probably go 5 now.
Who that?
I'm telling you,
Marvin Harrison. Well, they saying Malik Neighbors is better than Marvin Harrison in this draft so far.
A lot of these receivers are really, really good.
Here's the thing, though. I'm always one that's going to draft best available, because if you're that high in the draft, you probably need everything anyway.
Hey, I'm telling you now, you need them offensive linemen. If you got, that's the first thing I would pay. If I'm building an offense, that's the first thing I'm looking for, the offensive lineman.
The trenches.
Right tackle.
It's tough for your quarterback if he ain't got no big dudes.
It don't matter. Hey, because you see what Caleb doing over. Not Caleb. What's my man name?
Bryce.
Yeah, you see what he doing over there in Carolina. He ain't gonna make it.
Looking up at the stars.
That man saying hike and getting the hell out of Dodge. He's trying his best.
That man was so traumatized he wasn't even lining up in shotgun properly.
Nah, that man was lining up.
That man was so traumatized. You could see that man lined up behind the daggone guard.
He lined up behind the guard, bro. It was
Miles Sanders had to be like, "Hey, man, that that way, brother.
It's a good point. Somebody said, did Kirk come in the league and win a successful? Yeah, give Fields a chance. Yeah, he didn't have a fair shake. I don't think so. But guess what? He's in the best. I do think he's in the best position. If Russell Wilson is on his way out, he got a number one receiver down there, in my opinion, in George Pickens.
And Kirk, they're talking about this finesse guy, Kirk.
Yeah, finesse guy, Kirk. Yeah,
he's still not a winner.
Kirk O'Banks.
Listen, Kirk O'Banks. He's in the right place. He's in Scamlana. He's
still not a winner. What has he won?
No, he
no, he's a winner as far as contracts go.
For his contract negotiations. But he's a winner. He won. Kirk